So now today we are going to start with the topic that is vermiform appendix. Surgery का one of the most important topic, the importance of the vermiform appendix in the surgery results primarily from its propensity for inflammation. उसमें काफ़ी इन्फ्लेमेशन हो जाती है विच रिजल्ट इन द क्लिनिकल सिंड्रोम नोन एज एक्यूट अपेंडिसाइटिस, जिसकी वजह से वो एक्यूट अपेंडिसाइटिस की तरह प्रेजेंट करता है। एक्यूट अपेंडिसाइटिस बेसिकली जो होता है मोस्ट कॉमन कॉज ऑफ एक्यूट एब्डोमेन होता है इन द यंग एडल्ट्स एंड सच as such and associated symptoms signs have become paradigm or the clinical teaching. Appendicitis is sufficiently common that appendectomy, and that is termed as appendectomy in the North America, is most frequently performed urgent abdominal operation. Is often the first major procedure performed by a surgeon in the training. Advances in the modern radiographic imaging have improved the diagnostic accuracy. However, the diagnosis of the appendicitis remains essentially clinical. Appendicitis की diagnosis clinical होती है, require करती है mixture of the observation, clinical acumen and surgical science, and as such it remains an enzymatic challenge uh, uh, and a reminder of the art of the surgical diagnosis. Although much more uncommon, appendix also has propensity to the formation of the tumors, which, despite humble and inconspicuous beginnings, may disseminate widely with the dramatic clinical consequences. Aside from the tendency to cause the surgical pathology, the appendix, a long thought to be vestigial organ, may also have important role in both the immune function and maintaining the gut microbiota. The putative role of the appendix in the pathogenesis of the ulcerative colitis, appendectomy seems to be protective. For example, may be explained by the interaction with the intestinal flora and the gut immune function. The anatomy. The vermiform appendix is present only in humans, certain anthropoid apes, and the wombats. It is a blind muscular tube with a mucosal, submucosal, muscular, and serosal layers. Morphologically, it is undeveloped distal end of the large cecum found in many lower animals. At birth, the appendix is short. Birth पे appendix short होती है, broad at its junction with the cecum, but differential growth of the cecum produces the typical tubular structures by about age of 2 years, that is condon. During the childhood, continued growth of the cecum commonly rotates the appendix into the retrocecal but the interperitoneal position. ठीक है, as you can see in this figure, the appendix positions are given, that is pre-ileal in 1%, ठीक है, post-ileal in 0.5%, pelvic 21%, subcecal 1.5%, paracecal 2%, and retrocecal 74%. In approximately one quarter of the cases, rotation of the appendix does not occur, resulting in the pelvic, subcecal, paracecal positions. Occasionally, the tip of the appendix becomes extraperitoneal, lying behind the cecum or the ascending colon. Rarely, the cecum does not migrate during the development to its normal position in the right lower quadrant of the abdomen. In these circumstances, the appendix can be found near the gallbladder or, in the cases of the intestinal malrotation, in the left iliac fossa, causing diagnostic difficulty. If the appendicitis is difficult, then there will be difficulty in diagnosis whether the appendicitis is there or not. ठीक है, as you can see in this case, the left-sided cecum and the appendix due to the intestinal malrotation after Findlay and Humphreys procedure. The position of the base of the appendix is constant, being found at the confluence of the three tinea coli of the cecum. ठीक है, जो बेस ऑफ द अपेंडिक्स है वो आपका कांस्टेंट होगा, दैट इज 3 टीनिया कोलाई जहाँ पे मिलते हैं वहीं पे होगा, विच फ्यूजेस टू फॉर्म द आउटर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल मसल कोट ऑफ द अपेंडिक्स, जो कि फ्यूज करते हैं एक दूसरे से, जिसकी वजह से आउटर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल मसल कोट ऑफ द अपेंडिक्स बनती है. At the operation, use can be made of this to find the elusive appendix as a gentle traction on the tinea coli, particularly the anterior tinea, will lead the operator to the base of the appendix. Mesentery of the appendix or the mesoappendix arises from the lower surface of the mesentery or the terminal ileum. Laparoscopic view of the normal appendix with the mesoappendix displaying the appendicular artery. ठीक है. And is itself subject to the gradient. Sometimes as much as distal 1/3 of the appendix is barefaced of the mesoappendix. Especially in the childhood, mesoappendix is so transparent that the contained blood vessels can be seen. In many adults, it becomes laden with the fat, which obscures the blood vessels. The appendicular artery, a branch of the lower division of the ileocholic artery, passes behind the terminal ileum to enter the mesoappendix a short distance from the base of the appendix, then comes to lie in the free border of the mesoappendix. An accessory appendicular artery may be present, but in most people the appendicular artery is an end artery, thrombosis of which results in the necrosis of the appendix, that is gangrenous appendicitis. Four, six or more lymphatic channels traverses the appendix to empty into the ileocecal lymph nodes. The microscopic anatomy appendix varies considerably in the length. The circumference लेंथ और circumference में वेरी कर सकती है. एवरेज लेंथ बिटवीन 7.5 to 10 सेंटीमीटर होती है. जो ल्यूमेन होता है उसका इरेगुलर होता है, encroached on the multiple longitudinal fold of the mucosal membranes lined by the columnar cell of the intestinal mucosa of the colonic type, as you can see in this figure. This is the normal vermiform appendix, ठीक है, which has a narrow lumen उसका बहुत narrow है, is bounded by the mucosa and may be arranged in the folds. There is usually abundant lymphoid tissue in the mucosa में बहुत सारा lymphoid tissue होता है, especially in the younger individual. May encroach on and further narrow the lumen. The mucosa is bounded by the relatively thin muscularis mucosa. Then the crypts are present but are not numerous. In the base of the crypts lies the argenta fin cells, that is Kolstitsky cells, which may give rise to the carcinoid tumor. The appendix is most frequent site of the carcinoid tumor, which may present with the appendicitis due to the occlusion of the appendiceal lumen. The submucosa contains the numerous lymphatic aggregation or the follicle, while no discernible change in the immune function results from the appendectomy. The prominence of the lymphatic tissue in the appendix of the young adult seems to be important in the etiology of the appendicitis. Then, acute appendicitis, what is it? We are going to deal with the acute appendicitis now. While there are isolated reports on the peritaphylitis, that is fatal inflammation of the cecal lesion, from late 1500s, recognition of the acute appendicitis is a clinical entity attributed to the Reginald Fitz, who presented a paper to the first meeting of the Association of the American Physicians 1886 entitled Perforation Inflammation of the Vermiform Appendix. Soon afterwards, Charles McBurney described the clinical manifestation of the acute appendicitis, including the point of the maximum tenderness in the right iliac fossa that now bears his name. The incidence of the appendicitis seems to have risen greatly in the first half of the century, particularly in the Europe, America, Australia, with up to 16% of the population undergoing appendectomy. In the past 30 years, the incidence has fallen dramatically in these countries, such that the individual's lifetime risk of the appendectomy is 8.6% and 6.7% among the males and the female. Now comes acute appendicitis is relatively rare in the infant and becomes increasingly common in the childhood. Childhood में common होता है, early adulthood में common होता है, reaching the peak incidence in the teens and the early 20s. After middle age, the risk of developing the appendicitis is quite small, and incidence of the appendicitis is equal among the male and the female before puberty. In the teenagers, young adults, male and female ratio becomes 3 is to 2 at the age of 25. Thereafter, the greater incidence in the male declines. Now, the etiology, no unifying hypothesis regarding the etiology of the acute appendicitis. Decreased dietary fiber, increased consumption of the refined carbohydrate may be important. Dietary fibers come है, increased consumption of the refined carbohydrate are important cause. As with the colonic diverticulitis, the incidence of the appendicitis is lowest in the society with high dietary fiber intake. In the resource poor country that are adopting a more refined Western type diet, the incidence continues to rise. This is in contrast to the dramatic decrease in the incidence of the appendicitis in the Western country observed in the past 30 years. No reason has been established for these paradoxical changes. However, improved hygiene and a change in the pattern of the childhood gastrointestinal infection related to increased use of antibiotic may be responsible. While the appendicitis is clearly associated with the bacterial proliferation within the appendix, no single organism is responsible. A mixed growth of the aerobic and anaerobic organism is usual. Initiating events causing the bacterial proliferation is controversial. Obstruction of the appendix lumen has been widely held to be important, and some form of the luminal obstruction, either the fecolith or a structure, is found in the majority of the cases. A fecolith, that is sometimes referred to as appendicolith, is composed of the incipitated fecal material, calcium phosphate, bacteria, and epithelial debris. Rarely, a foreign body is incorporated into the mass, and the incidental finding of the fecolith is relatively indication of the prophylactic. As you can see in this colonoscopic view of the lumen of the appendix, shows intraluminal debris. ठीक है? And in this figure, it is showing the coronal reformat of the CT scan of the abdomen obtained with the oral and intravenous contrast, demonstrating the inflamed, enhanced, and enlarged appendix. That is curled in the midline extending towards the pelvis with the arrow, as you can see. This one. It contains the multiple radiopaque appendicoliths. Now, appendectomy or the interval appendectomy in a patient treated conservatively. A fibrotic structure of the appendix usually indicate previous appendicitis that resolved without surgical intervention, or obstruction of the appendiceal orifice by the tumor, particularly carcinoma of the cecum, is occasional cause of the acute appendicitis in the middle-aged and the elderly patients. The intestinal parasites, particularly Oxyrius vermicularis pinworm, can proliferate in the appendix and occlude the lumen. The pathology that the obstruction of the appendicular lumen seems to be essential for the development of the appendiceal gangrene and perforation. However, in many cases, early appendicitis and the appendix lumen is patent despite the presence of the mucosal inflammation and the lymphoid hyperplasia. Occasional clustering of the cases among the children and the young adults suggest an infective agents, possibly viral, initiate the inflammatory response. Seasonal variation in the incidence is also observed, with more cases occurring between the May and August in the northern Europe than at the other times of the year. Lymphoid hyperplasia narrows the lumen of the appendix, leading to the luminal obstruction. Once the obstruction occurs, continued mucus secretion, inflammation, exudation increase the interluminal pressure, obstructing the lymphatic drainage. Edema and the mucosal ulceration develop with the bacterial translocation to the submucosa. Resolution may occur at this point, either spontaneously or in response to the antibiotic therapy. If the condition progresses, further distension of the appendix may cause venous obstruction. Ischemia of the appendix wall with the ischemia bacterial invasion occurs through the muscularis propria and the submucosa, producing the acute appendicitis. Finally, the ischemic necrosis of the appendix wall produces gangrenous appendicitis with the free bacterial contamination of the peritoneal cavity. Alternatively, greater momentum and the loops of the small bowel becomes the adherent to the inflamed appendix, walling of the spread of the peritoneal contamination and resulting in the Phalangitis mass and the paracecal abscess. Rarely the appendiceal inflammation resolves, leaving the distended mucus-filled organ termed as mucocele of the appendix. It is the potential for the diffuse peritonitis that is greater threat of the acute appendicitis. Peritonitis occurs as a result of the free migration of the bacteria through the ischemic appendicular wall, frank perforation of the gangrenous appendix, or delayed perforation of the appendix abscess. Factors that promote this process include extremes of the age, immunosuppression include extreme of the age होता है immunosuppressed होता है diabetes mellitus है fecalith obstruction है of the appendix lumen free lying pelvic appendix and the previous abdominal surgery that limits the ability of the greater momentum of the wall of spread the peritoneal contamination. This situation a rapidly deteriorating clinical course is accompanied by the signs of the diffuse peritonitis and the systemic sepsis syndrome. Risk factors for the perforation of the appendix are the extreme of the ages, immunosuppression, diabetes mellitus, fecalith obstruction, pelvic appendix, and the previous abdominal surgery, as we have read earlier. The clinical diagnosis, that is history, the classical feature of the acute appendicitis begin with the poorly localized colicky abdominal pain. Poorly localized colicky abdominal pain होगा उसको. This is due to the midgut visceral discomfort in response to the appendiceal inflammation and obstruction. The pain is frequent, first noticed in the periumbilical region, and is similar to but less intense than the colic of the small bowel obstruction. Central abdominal pain is associated with the anorexia, nausea, and usually one or two episodes of the vomiting that follows the onset of the pain, that is Murphy. Then the anorexia is useful and constant clinical feature, particularly in the children. The patient often gives the history of similar discomfort and settled spontaneously. A family history is also useful, as one-third of the children with the appendicitis have first degree relative with the similar history. Symptoms of the appendicitis, that is periumbilical colic, pain shifting to the right iliac fossa, एनोरेक्सिया एंड नोजिया, ये चार सिम्टम्स हमें अपेंडिक्स में देखने. पेरियम्बलाइकल कोलिक, pain shifting to the right iliac fossa, anorexia and nausea. ठीक है. Then with the progressive inflammation of the appendix, the parietal peritoneum in the right iliac fossa become irritated, producing more intense, constant and localized somatic pain that begins to predominate. Patient often reports that this is an abdominal pain that has shifted and changed in the character, typically coughing or sudden movement exaggerates the right iliac fossa pain. The classical visceral somatic sequence of the pain is present in only about half of those patients, subsequently proven to have acute appendicitis. The atypical presentation include the pain that is predominantly somatic or visceral and poorly localized. Atypical pain is more common in the elderly, in whom localization to the right iliac fossa is unusual. An inflamed appendix in the pelvis may never produce somatic pain. अगर इन्फ्लेम्ड अपेंडिक्स पेल्विक में है, वो कभी सोमैटिक पेन प्रोड्यूस नहीं करेगा इन्वॉल्विंग द एंटीरियर एब्डोमिनल वॉल, but may instead cause suprapubic discomfort and tenesmus. अगर pelvis में है तो suprapubic discomfort and tenesmus हो सकता है. In this circumstances, the tenderness may be elicited only on the rectal examination and is the basis for the recommendation that the rectal examination should be performed on every patient who present with the acute lower abdominal pain. During the first 6 hour पहले 6 घंटे में there is rarely any alteration in the temperature or the pulse rate. After that time, slight pyrexia, that is 37.2 to 37.7 degrees Celsius, with the corresponding increase in the pulse rate to 80 or 90 is usual. However, 20% of the patient there is no pyrexia और टैकीकार्डिया. 20% ऑफ द पेशेंट्स में कोई पायरेक्सिया नहीं होता है या टैकीकार्डिया और इन द अर्ली स्टेज. इन द चिल्ड्रन विद द टेम्परेचर ग्रेटर देन 38.5 सेंटीमीटर सजेस्ट अदर कॉजेस. एग्जाम्पल mesenteric adenitis. Typically, two clinical syndromes of the acute appendicitis can be discerned, that is acute catarrhal, that is non-obstructive appendicitis, and acute obstructive appendicitis. Acute catarrhal, that is non-obstructive, acute catarrhal appendicitis, acute obstructive appendicitis. The latter characterized, that is acute obstructive appendicitis, is characterized by more acute course. The onset of the symptoms is abrupt and there may be generalized abdominal pain from the start. The temperature may be normal, vomiting is common, so the clinical picture may mimic acute intestinal obstruction की तरह ही almost present कर रहा होगा. The signs, as you can see, the diagnosis of the appendicitis rests more through the clinical examination of the abdomen than on any aspects of the history and laboratory investigation. The cardinal features are those an unwell patient with the low-grade pyrexia, localized abdominal tenderness, muscle guarding, rebound tenderness. Inspection of the abdomen may show limitation of the respiratory movement in the lower abdomen. The patient is then asked to point where the pain begins. Pain begin कहाँ किया था? Where it moved. The pointing sign, this is called as pointing sign. The gentle superficial palpation of the abdomen begin in the left iliac fossa. Left iliac fossa से शुरू करेंगे and moving anti-clockwise to the right iliac fossa will detect the muscle guarding over the point of the maximum tenderness, that is classically Murphy-McBurney's point. Asking the patient to cough or gentle percussion over the site of the maximum tenderness will elicit rebound tenderness. The clinical signs in the appendicitis are pyrexia, localized tenderness in the right iliac fossa, muscle guarding, and rebound tenderness. Deep palpation of the left iliac fossa may cause pain in the right iliac fossa. Rousing sign, which is helpful in supporting the clinical diagnosis of the appendicitis. When we deeply palpate the left iliac fossa, there is pain in the right iliac fossa. This is rousing sign which help in the supporting the clinical diagnosis of appendicitis. Occasionally, an inflamed appendix lies on the psoas muscle, and the patient um, often a young adult will lie with the right hip flexed on the pain right hip flexed for the pain relief. That is the sauce sign. This is called the sauce sign. ओकेशनली कभी कभी क्या होता है, इन्फ्लेम्ड अपेंडिक्स जो है तुम्हारी लाया कर रही होगी श्वास मसल पे, ठीक है। पेशेंट ऑफन द एडल्ट होगा, यंग एडल्ट होगा, विल लाई विद द राइट हिप फ्लेक्स, वो अपने राइट हिप को फ्लेक्स करके रखेगा, ठीक है, for relief from the pain. This is called SOS sign. The spasm of the obturator internus is sometimes demonstrable when the hip is flexed and internally rotated. If an inflamed appendix is in contact with the obturator internus, this maneuver will cause pain in the hypogastrium. The obturator test, that is Jacques scope. The cutaneous hyperesthesia may be demonstrable in the right iliac fossa but rarely diagnostic value. The sign to elicit in the appendicitis are pointing sign, rousing sign, sauce sign, and obturator sign. These are the signs to elicit in the appendicitis. Now we come move to the special features and the according to the position of the appendix. Appendix की position के हिसाब से क्या special feature हो सकते हैं। अगर उसकी position तुम्हारी पहली है रेट्रोसिकल होगी तो रिजिडिटी इज ऑफन एब्सेंट होगी when the application of the deep pressure may fail to elicit the tenderness, that is silent appendix, इसे हम silent appendix कहते हैं। The reason being that the cecum distended with the gas prevents the pressure exerted by the hand from reaching the inflamed structure. However, the deep tenderness is often present in the loin, and the rigidity of the quadrant lumborum may be evidenced. The psoas spasm due to the inflamed appendix begin in contact with the muscle may be sufficient to cause flexion of the hip joint. Hyperextension of the hip joint may induce the abdominal pain when the degree of the psoas spasm is insufficient to cause the flexion of the hip. द पेल्विक, अगर वो तुम्हारी दूसरी है पेल्विक लोकेशन पे होता है तो क्या हो सकता है, ओकेशनली अर्ली डायरिया रिजल्ट फ्रॉम द इन्फ्लेम्ड अपेंडिक्स begin in contact with the rectum. When the appendix lies entirely within the pelvis, there is usually complete absence of the abdominal rigidity and often tenderness over the McBurney point. वहाँ पे दोनों चीज़ें नहीं होती हैं, ठीक है, is also lacking. In some instances, ना तो वहाँ पे तुम्हें abdominal rigidity मिलेगी, complete absence रहता है, ठीक है, often tenderness on the McBurney's point is also lacking. In some instances, the deep tenderness can be made out just above and right of the symphysis pubis. In either event, the rectal examination reveals the tenderness in the rectovesical pouch or the pouch of the Douglas, especially on the right side. The spasm of the psoas and the obturator internus muscle may be present when the appendix is in the position. Inflamed appendix in contact with the bladder may cause frequency of the micturition. This is more common in the children. Post-ileal. In this case, the inflamed appendix lies behind the terminal ileum. It presents the greatest difficulty in the diagnosis because the pain may not shift. Diarrhea is a feature, and marked retching may occur. The tenderness, if any, is ill-defined, although may be present immediately to the right of the umbilicus. द स्पेशल फीचर्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द एज, दैट इज इन्फेंट के हिसाब से क्या स्पेशल फीचर हो सकते हैं? द अपेंडिसाइटिस इज रिलेटिवली रेयर इन इन्फेंट अंडर 36 मंथ। 36 मंथ से अगर कम का बच्चा होता है तो अपेंडिसाइटिस बहुत रेयर होती है, ठीक है। फॉर द ऑब्वियस रीजन द पेशेंट इज अनेबल टू गिव a history because this is diagnosis of the often delayed, and thus incidence of the perforation post-operative morbidity is considerably higher than the older children. Diffuse peritonitis can develop rapidly because underdeveloped greater momentum, which is unable to give much assistance in the localizing the infection. The children, it is rare to find the child with appendicitis who has not vomited. The children with the appendicitis are usually have complete aversion to the food. एल्डरली में बात करें तो गैंग्रीन और परफोरेशन अकर मोर फ्रिक्वेंटली इन द एल्डरली पेशेंट विद द लैक्स एब्डोमेन वॉल और द ओबिसिटी में हार्बर द गैंग्रीनस अपेंडिक्स एंड लिटिल एविडेंस ऑफ दिट, एंड क्लिनिकल पिक्चर में स्टिमुलेट द सब एक्यूट इंटेस्टाइनल ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन फीचर्स coupled with the coincidence of the medical condition produce much higher mortality for the acute appendicitis in the elderly. Obese में obesity can obscure or diminish all the local signs of the acute appendicitis, and the clinician may have to rely on the imagining establish the diagnosis. Laparoscopy is particularly useful in the obese patient as it may obviate the need for the large abdominal incision. The pregnancy, that is appendicitis, is the most common extrauterine acute abdominal condition in the pregnancy, with the frequency of 1 is to 1,500 and 2,000 pregnancy diagnosis is complicated in the delay in presentation, as early as non-specific symptoms are often attributed to the pregnancy. Obstetric teaching has been that the cecum and the appendix is progressively pushed to the right upper quadrant of the abdomen as the pregnancy develops during the second and the third trimester. However, the pain in the right lower quadrant of the abdomen remains the cardinal feature of the appendicitis in the pregnancy. Fetal loss occurs in 3 to 5% of the cases, increasing to 20% of the perforation is found at the operation.